Jason and I, our very first patient we asked to do a 7-day fast. She literally came into the office and said, every 3 months I see my endocrinologist and he gives me another 10 units of insulin and I gain another 10 pounds. She was going blind. She knew her blood sugars were out of control. She didn't know what to do. She said, tell me what to do. And Jason said, hey, try a 7-day fast. Anyway, she ended up going for 21 days. It was remarkable. She came off all of her insulin, had incredible blood sugar levels. So she, after that 21 days, she did alternate daily fasting. Her and her husband did it together. They were tired, so they just, they did true ADF, alternate daily fasting protocols, because that just worked for them. And they planned their life around it, and they were really great about their diet. So about several months in, they went out to celebrate an anniversary of theirs, and they had dessert. And she checked her blood glucose level, and it was high. Like, it was high a couple of hours after having that dessert. And she just kind of broke down. She said, but my A1C is perfect. My sugars regularly are perfect. I'm off of all these medications. I've lost almost 100 pounds. How can this be? And so she came back and was just devastated. We said, you got to hang in there. Like, it takes 10 to 15 years to develop diabetes. So there's 10 to 15 years worth of damage that accumulates, and then it's going to take a while. And she had been on insulin for 34 years at that time when we met her in clinic. So he said, just hang in there. There's deeper healing. So then another several months went by, and then there was a big birthday, and they went out and she had a dessert. And her husband said, please, please, please do not check your blood sugar levels. Do not ruin the night. But she still did. And she had a normal glucose response. So, we, in her initial, it was 7.5 months from the time she started fasting till that first dessert incident. So it was just shy of 8 months. She had come off all these medications. She had great blood sugars. She had great labs. She felt fantastic. She had lost tons of weight. But there was still some cellular healing that needed to happen. Mm-hmm. Now, in chatting with her, so her whole journey was about 1.5 years when all was said and done, and she was getting these normal glucose responses to these larger episodes of sugar. But, 10 to 15 years to develop diabetes, and then having diabetes and then being on insulin for 34 years. I mean, you're looking at nearly sort of 40 years worth of diabetes, and in 18 months, it's gone. And you're having this normal glucose response when you do eat these foods. And I think that's pretty cool. So it does take, everything looks really great on paper at this first 6 months, but then you got to hang out there for a little bit. But her story, we're looking at over 40 years from when she started to develop diabetes to just 18 months. I mean, that's hugely powerful, the therapeutic treatment that she implemented.